Hello and welcome to another unboxing today with Gary at Coolsmartphone.com. I apologise for the lighting. I am shooting this a wee bit late in the evening, so we're relying on the lights above. But without further ado, let's have a look at what we're going to be unboxing today. It is going to be the Honor 200 Pro, recently released by Honor, with some really special camera technology on board. So without further ado, let's dive in and have a look. So here it is. Let's get the phone out of the box first and foremost. Now this is a non-retail package, it's a demo package, so there will be some differences in the packaging. And we have the Moonstone White colorway, so we'll come back to that in a minute. In the box you can see there we've got IMEI numbers and not for sale. As I said, demo packaging. So we've got a USB cable, which is going to be standard Honor USB-A to Type-C, and this will support Honor Supercharge, and that supercharge is going to be at a rate of 100 watts for wired, and the charger will also work on wireless supercharging as well, which is up to 66 watts, but that is with an optional extra SIM pin in there, and this is where you would have all your warranty information. So we'll get rid of the box because there's not much interesting in there, and we'll come back to the phone. So as I mentioned, we have the Moonstone White. We have some dimensions here of 163.3 millimeters height. The width at its widest point, which is going to be that camera bump, depth at the camera bump is going to be 8.2 mil, and the width is 75.2. As a comparison, I have a Samsung A34, just as comparison there to give you a size idea. And we've also got the recently reviewed Red Magic 9 Pro, which is a little bit bigger, but it is a reasonably big phone, and that is because you have a screen size of 6.78 inches from corner to corner, with a aspect ratio of 19.85 to 9. Colors, we have 1.07 billion colors, and the resolution is Full HD, which is 2700 by 1224. It is an AMOLED screen, and it's called a quad curved floating screen with a doesn't have Corning Gorilla Glass, it has aluminosilicate glass, which is a fancy way of saying hardened glass. Inside the phone, while I just start going through this, we have a Snapdragon 8S Gen 3. So that is not the 8 Gen 3, that's the 8S, which is a slightly lower performing card, but not the end of the world there. I'm just going to do a first time setup here. I'm not going to bother with my Wi-Fi details or anything like that. The CPU is an octa-core. It's also supported by a Adreno 735 GPU and an RF enhanced chipset to enhance your radio frequencies, your Wi-Fi details, all that sort of stuff. In terms of the operating system, we have Magic OS 8.0, which is based on Android 14, and memory is 12 gig of RAM, 512 gig of storage out of the box. And we're nearly done, and there you go, that is it now done. This is the default home screen as you would expect out of the box. As for the cameras on the rear, we have got a 50 megapixel wide camera, 50 megapixel telephoto, not sure which one it is, it's one of these, and then you've also got a 12 megapixel ultra wide. The standard wide camera is aperture of f/1.9 and it has got OIS. The telephoto is f/2.4, and again it has stabilization. I'm just going to confirm. Again, that is OIS, and the wide angle is f/2.2 with no OIS on the wide angle. Video capability, you're looking at up to 4K for video recording, and it has a focus mode of digital zoom of 50. There is more capture modes than I can share in this video, but you've got all your standard ones that you would expect, including the portrait mode, which is a very special mode that is new on this Honor device. Okay. The front camera is a 50 megapixel front camera with f/2.1 aperture, and there's also a depth sensor in there as well. And again, you've got a video recording capability of up to 4K. Again, lots and lots of different capture modes, and this front camera will also support 2D face unlock. All of this is powered by a 5100 milliamp hour battery, as I mentioned, with 100 watt supercharge or a 66 watt wireless supercharge. Network support, you have 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, as you would expect. It is a single nano SIM, has dual SIM functionality, which is enabled by an eSIM. I'll just open this up for you now. And we do have the red waterproof ring around there, which does suggest that this has an IP rating. In terms of the Wi-Fi, you've got all your standard Wi-Fi frequencies, so 802.11 A, B, G, N, A, C, A, X, and 2x2 MIMO. Frequencies of 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. It will support Wi-Fi hotspot, Wi-Fi direct. All your Bluetooth functions are there as well. And you've got GPS, AGPS, GLONASS, Baidu, and Galileo. So multiple GPS sensors available there. You do have a fingerprint sensor, and you've also got a infrared sensor on the top there. Just quickly running around the rest of the device, you've got earpiece there, which is unusual, as you've also got a very slight slit there at the top of the screen for the earpiece. Obviously this is going to be better at pushing sound out when playing media. You've got another set of speakers there, USB Type C, that's a microphone pinhole, and then your SIM slot, power, volume rocker, and there's nothing else on that side there. Other bits to be aware of are that it is a USB Type C 2.0 cable, and it does support OTG for charging other devices. So that about covers all of the actual tech details of the phone. I am going to be using this phone as my daily driver. It will be replacing my Pixel 8 Pro, which is currently recording this, and I'm going to be taking it away on whatever trips I get up to over the next couple of weeks. I do have a short window to get review of this one done. I have also had a preview of the portrait capabilities of this camera, which does make it very, very special. So if I quickly just jump in here, you can see in portrait, if I turn beauty mode off, we've actually got various different portrait modes. This Harcourt Studio. Now the Harcourt Studio, that is the brand new portrait modes that has been built for this phone. So you've got Harcourt Vibrant, Harcourt Color, and Harcourt Classic. And these just give you a couple of ideas and a little bit of a demo. Now, for those of you who don't know, Harcourt is a studio that's based in France, and they are very, very famous for taking photos of celebrities and film stars. And we were lucky enough to attend an event at the Harcourt Studio in Paris where they took a photo of yours truly using the Harcourt Studio effects, and I will share those photos with you as part of the review. But there's lots of cool features in the camera here which we can play around with. There you can see you've got all your other additional options, and like the previous number series devices, you've got multi-video as well. So really looking forward to getting into the ins and outs of this phone and having a good play with it. So that is just a very brief hands-on